and defend Kenya's credibility as a responsible environmental steward on the global stage. And number two, I would want to ask how you intend to promote international cooperation on environmental issues, considering the Paris Agreement, which was a treaty aimed at mitigating climate change. Thank you.
It sounds like, and I have to caution members, it sounds like most of you are doing congratulations. This is a vetting exercise, and you will have an opportunity as a committee to do your congratulatory messages later if you do approve her. For this point, let's restrict ourselves to the vetting process. Ask the question. Mama Ida can take any question. She's prepared and well-versed with all your questions. I think at this point, let's just focus on asking the questions that we came to do. Honorable Yusuf.
Thank you, Chair. My question relates more to the place you will be going to represent us if we recommend and approve your nomination. And that's at the United Nations, one of the major United Nations branches or agencies. But as you know, the UN is facing a serious crisis at the moment. The Western countries, particularly the United States, which was the main anchor of the United Nations, is withdrawing. There are less resources, less support, particularly for climate change. And as a country which hosts the only United Nations agency dealing with environment in the global south, what actions would you take, and what kind of advocacy would you bring to your job to reverse this decline in the United Nations and to increase the resources for an agency like an important agency like the United Nations Environment Program?
Dr. You may respond to the questions. Some of those questions are almost similar. So.
Thank you, Honorable Member, for asking that question. I believe I'm not going to work alone. I'll not be alone. I'll be accompanied with various groups, with different skills, various experts, like you, for example, who have worked with the United Nations for a long time. I hope all these groups will come together to help, we work together to help in solving that particular problems. It is a problem that does not only face a country like Kenya, but it faces many countries, particularly in Africa. So I'm not worried about that, but I know that with the various disciplines that we have, we'll be able to solve that problem.
Vice Chair.
Yeah, congratulations, Mama, for the nomination. Now, you are transitioning into formal diplomacy. And you have basically been having a distinguished career in education, civil society, and private enterprise. And a number of public commentaries have questioned your readiness for the physical and technical demands for this role. What motivates you to take up this appointment at this stage? And how do you intend to demonstrate your professional, intellectual, personal capacity required to discharge the demanding responsibilities of Kenya's permanent representative to UNEP? Thank you.
Thank you for that. That's a very interesting question, because you've talked of the path that I've walked all these years. The common denominator there is leadership. And that leadership is what I intend to bring here in this job. The areas where I've worked, those areas have equipped me with a lot of knowledge on how to handle issues. Sometimes they are almost the same, because it will involve planning, it will involve executing, it will involve working with the people who are knowledgeable in those areas, evaluating your work, and eventually seeing if you can meet the target, the goals that you targeted. I think my journey has prepared me well for this job.
Thank you very much. I have a set of statutory questions that I will ask you for purposes of record before I can give you space to give us your final remarks. And number one is if you complied with the tax clearance. Kerry, is a yes or no? Have you complied with the Kenya Revenue Authority for tax obligations?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Compliance with the DCI, Director of Criminal Investigation for police clearance?
Yes.
Clearance with the Higher Education Laws Board, University of Nairobi, where you were?
I have.
Register of political parties, compliance with the register of political parties, and clearance from ESCC?
I have that too.
Have you ever been charged in a court of law or convicted? If yes, please provide further details. Have you ever been adversely mentioned in an investigatory or parliamentary report?
Not at all.
Do you hold dual citizenship, Mama Ida? Do you hold dual citizenship?
Yes, I do.
Are you a Kenyan, or do you have another
I'm a
nationality?
Citizen.
Okay.
I don't have dual citizenship.
Okay. The very uncomfortable question I don't like asking, but I have to ask you. What is your net worth?
My net worth, Mr. Chairman, this is a very interesting question, because there are things that belongs to me, Ida, and then there are things that belongs to the family, the Odinga family, for whom I also have interest. But my net worth is about 500 million.
Thank you. Finally, I'll give you another round to give your closing remarks. We've listened to you, we know you, but just to speak to these members as you conclude.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Questions you're asking me, first of all, about those compliance. I've compiled them here, and I would like to present them to you, so that
Sergeant or the clerk.
they are all there. The original plus the copies that you can look at and find that.
Proceed. Your last remarks.
I'm very happy to have met the committee. I think most of them are people I've heard of, some I've seen, some I've talked to, and I look forward to working in this capacity for which I've been interviewed. I believe I have what it takes, and I hope to get it. But thank you very much for being here to interview me, and I hope to see you again in future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mama Ida. This has been nerving vetting exercise for me. First of all, because of the person that you are. You've done so much, like Honorable Millie did mention, to this country. And having you in front of us is extremely humbling. As a committee, we appreciate what you've done with this country, you and your family. And we continue to pray for you, even after the loss of Baba. We wish God's grace. And we thank you. I hope this committee considers your nomination favorably. Thank you very much, and we wish you a nice weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, and may God bless you.
So I'll ask the members to stay behind for a few minutes. Well, thank you very much. You can now leave at your pleasure. Or shall I say you have to leave now?